Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Kicking off this year's moving vlog. I am currently in the new place and figured I'd give you guys a quick empty apartment tour before the movers get here and everything gets super chaotic. So in the new bathroom, which is in my bedroom, the setup in here is actually pretty similar to the bathroom that I have now. I feel like the theme throughout this apartment is just significantly brighter and more modern than the space I'm currently in. So cabinets, toilet, and then over here we have the shower. I love how they did this renovation down here where the tile just kind of dips down and all the water drains there. Super, super nice. And then coming out this way, we have the bedroom. I had my initial walkthrough and a key exchange yesterday, so while I was here, I just set up the bed. I have some footage of that I'll probably include later in this vlog, but very simple, just like a standard bed frame from Wayfair. And then I'll have space on either side for my nightstands. You can see here a little bit more how the room connects, closet over there, sliding door, very similar setup to the place I have now. And then coming out this way, I have the living room space. I am absolutely obsessed with these wood floors and the super crisp white walls. I feel like the walls in my current place right now are just slightly off-white, so it doesn't look as clean as this place does. And then the living room feeds into the kitchen here. I brought over all my plants this morning just because I didn't want the movers to have to deal with that. I have a washer and dryer and HVAC in here. Very similar kitchen setup to what I have now. I think the cabinet layout is actually the exact same to what I have now. And then fridge, a little storage closet over here, and then the front door. I think I mentioned this when I filmed my Q&A a few weeks ago, but definitely a little bit smaller of a space. But I feel like in what I gave up in square footage, I really got back in natural light and finishes, which to me is incredibly worth it. The space honestly feels almost the same size as my current place just because it is so bright in here. So I'm super happy. The movers are about to get to my old apartment. It's been a couple hours since I last picked up the camera. The movers just finished moving everything into the new apartment. They did such an incredible job. Door to door, it only took them like 2 hours, which is crazy impressive. Everything is in its relative perspective home in terms of like box wise. And then I have just all of my furniture over here, the 2 couch boxes that I need to figure out later today, and then a bunch of stuff in the kitchen as well. Definitely have a lot of stuff going on here. So gonna be a busy afternoon of unpacking. I'm about to head back over to the old place and just round out some things over there. I think my dad's gonna meet up with me and we're gonna grab a quick lunch and then come back and tackle this couch first. I think that's number one. A little bit after 9 and I'm fully settled into the new place. The movers this morning were absolutely incredible. I used bookstore movers. I just wanted to give them a quick shout out now before I forget or like it gets lost in the vlog, I guess. But they were absolutely incredible. They were not even on time, they were early. They finished the job in 2 hours, like door to door, moved everything so smoothly, so efficiently. They were friendly, super friendly and professional, and just did such a good job moving everything carefully. I was really nervous about my acrylic desk and the mirror just because they're a little bit more fragile, but they just handled everything so well, like I said. So wanted to say a big shout out to them. So if you're in the DC area, fully recommend them. They have a really cool backstory too, which I'll just like leave a link to their website down below in case anybody is moving anytime soon or wants to check them out. But it's a little bit after 9, like I said. I just ordered some GoPuff because I'm not necessarily hungry for dinner. I had a later lunch, probably around 2:30, and had like a big lunch with my dad. But I just need like a little something to carry me over. And honestly, I ordered total junk food snacks. That's all I really want right now. So that's on its way. I'm hoping that that'll give me a slight second wind to just unpack a few things tonight. I'm trying not to push myself to do everything in one night. Like, it's just not necessary. I'm off tomorrow as well, and at least part of Wednesday, so it doesn't need to all get done tonight. My GoPuff is about to arrive, but I do want to get at least my bathroom and the kitchen unboxed tonight, just because I feel like that's the most similar to my old setup, so it's not a lot of thinking, just putting stuff away, especially the bathroom, because I need to get ready tomorrow and it'll just be so much easier. I already took a shower, that's why my face is super red. But yeah, rambling, that's the plan. Gonna go get my GoPuff, have a quick snack break, and then I'll put in some like montages of me unpacking. It's a little bit before midnight and I think I'm gonna call it a night, but I wanted to show you guys my progress super quickly. Finished unpacking the bathroom and probably 90% of the kitchen. These are the last couple things that need to find a home still. Not 100% sure where my plants are going. I might honestly leave some of them up here and then put my little plant stand over there. All of these cabinets are pretty much the exact same as my last apartment. I feel like this one's always the most satisfying just because it's so clean. I really love these shelves. I know I've talked about them before on my channel, but they really do make such a big difference and really optimize storage, especially when you don't have a ton. This kitchen has a decent amount, but I feel like any galley style kitchen is just a little bit tight. So, but this is as good as it's gonna get tonight. I feel like all of this is gonna move. This is a combination of like trash and random stuff like leftover from the previous tenant. But a quick little overview of the space. I cleaned this up just a little bit. Again, I feel like a lot of this is gonna change. This cart I was hoping would fit with the HVAC system, but it doesn't, so I might get a smaller one. But for the time being, I feel like it's just easier to keep everything there. All of the plants, like I said, I have just some like random stuff in these two. I honestly don't really remember what I ended up packing in those. Some photo frames, the couch, which I can't remember if I talked about in this vlog, but super excited about this couch. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. All of this stuff in the living room I have not touched. I feel like this is the harder stuff because it's a little bit more like decor wise. This box that says kitchen is just such miscellaneous shit. I don't even know where to start. This apartment really doesn't have great storage. I have this small closet over here and then the closet in my bedroom, which is also pretty small. And then over here, I just have all of my chairs and my desk. Again, like a lot of this is gonna move. And then that brings us to the bedroom. I went ahead and put all of the boxes that have my clothes in the closet just to kind of free up this walkway and look a little bit less overwhelming for the time being. So I think the last step for tonight will just be putting sheets on the bed, and then I'll check in with you guys in the morning. I'm not 100% sure if this clip is going on to the vlog that I was filming yesterday or if I started a new one because I got enough footage. I feel like whenever I film moving vlogs, they're just a blur because it's so chaotic in the moment. But it's Tuesday morning, a little bit before at 9:30, I think. I am about to head over to my old apartment because I have my move out inspection at 11, and there's just a bunch of like random smaller things that I couldn't have the movers move, or I wasn't ready to be moved. I need to take down the wallpaper and ideally just like vacuum and clean it up a little bit before they get there. So I'm about to head over that way, but wanted to kick off today's portion of the vlog. As you can see behind me, we still have a ton of stuff that I need to unpack and organize in the apartment throughout the next like week or so, but it's a good day to be here. It's snowing in DC this morning, which is crazy. I feel like that's why I keep looking out the window. I have not unpacked my clothes yet. This is certainly not warm enough even with the jacket, but that's gonna have to be priority number 2 today after the move out inspection. But that is the plan. I'm gonna head over to the old apartment in a minute or two, and then I might swing by the grocery store on the way home, or maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning, but I need to have like staples in here. Like I really want a coffee right now, or just like a bagel, something like I just need staples here, you know? But yeah. Midday update on the unpacking in the apartment. Bed is still quite chaotic. This is a box of laundry that I just threw in here when I was heading out from my old place, so I need to figure out where all of that's going. This is getting worse before it's getting better. That's kind of the theme of this update clip. Closet unpacking went decently well. The shelf doesn't fit as well as I hoped it would, so I might try to see if I can get a different one online that's just a little bit taller so that all the shoes can comfortably fit in, but everything else fit pretty nicely. I'm trying to figure out if I want to get a dresser for this like bottom area and then just have my clothes kind of like sit on the top of it, or if I want to try to find something to fit like right here or over here maybe, and then take this over. Definitely a lot of thinking that needs to happen still, but for now, this is gonna be like a weird catch-all chair. This might be moving, or I might just store it at my mom's house temporarily. I'll show you guys the living room here, but I feel like having both chairs is just too much. I was trying to figure out how I want the furniture to be, because I feel like that's the next big thing I need to decide before I can really start unpacking and like settling things in and decorating and stuff like that. So have the desk here, tried that over here for a bit, didn't love that. And honestly, I feel like this anchors the space well without taking up too much room. So just have that chair faced in there. I really do love the style of the couch. It's just like 15% bigger than I thought it would be, even with measuring, I guess. So that's definitely staying there. There's really no other place for it. Coffee table's here for now. I might replace this with either like 2 smaller end tables for like that side, or I don't know. That's gonna stay here for right now. This is all stuff that needs to be unpacked. This is pretty much the same as yesterday. I messed around with like moving it to both corners and then adding in the other chair, and honestly everything just looked cramped. I tried putting the other chair over here, but I think that I really like having this mirror over here. I feel like it just really opens up the space and adds a little bit of height. And then in the process of moving all the furniture, I just kind of dumped everything over here. As you can see, it's just like super messy everywhere. And I still have some stuff in the car. I also was debating if I really needed this bar cart or if I should put my little acrylic desk here. But I do like the way that the black kind of anchors in the bottom of these cabinets. So I feel like that all ties together nicely. And I think I could just use this a little bit better storage wise. Like if I got some baskets down here, I could put shoes or extra blankets. In my old apartment, I just had wine and like stuff like that, which honestly wasn't really necessary. It was more decor than storage, but I could definitely utilize this a little bit better. Still have some stuff up here to unpack. This is pretty straightforward. There's a little bit of storage on top I could use a little bit better. And then I'm thinking I could even put like, I have a big wire basket up there. I could always stash stuff in. There's a little bit of room in these closets I can mess around with. So that is the current update. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with all these plants. Honestly, I really like them all out on the counter. Obviously not in this display, but Leo can't reach them, and I just think they look nice in the kitchen. So need to figure out what to do with these. I did bring my plant stand, but I don't know where that would go either. Maybe like between here or like right by the window. I don't know. I need to think it through a little bit more, or maybe even just like right here. I need to put it somewhere that Leo can't get into it though, which is the tricky part. If I could just put the plants anywhere, that would be super ideal. Like that snake plant would look good in the corner, but we cannot have that. But yes, that is the mid-afternoon update. I think I'm gonna work on just getting stuff out of the boxes and everything else that's just sitting in my car right now in the apartment. That way I can just see everything at once and really kind of go through what needs to be donated, what I wanna keep. I also need to find my trash bags. I have no idea where I put them and definitely could use some. So, but that is the current status of the apartment. I will update you guys when something more exciting is happening. Been a couple hours since I picked up the camera, had to let it charge for a little bit, so apologies for the lack of time lapses, but I figured I'd do a little update. I decided that I wanted to get all of the boxes out, that way I could kind of see what I actually had, what I needed to get rid of. So this side of my apartment I think is looking a lot better. As you can see, I have the pillows out here. I took away that other chair and put it in my room. I can't remember if I showed that earlier. And I feel like this is just looking a little bit more functional. I definitely need to get a rug, and I might still swap this out, but for the time being, I feel like this makes sense. All of these drawers are filled now. I have some books and decor out. Again, I feel like a lot of this is gonna change, but this is definitely more functional than it was. And then coming over this way, I still haven't made the bed. I went through the boxes in here as well and then consolidated them into two. That way it's a little bit cleaner until I get a dresser. Again, not 100% sure if I want to get something for like right here, something for in the closet, or something against that wall. For at least the time being, I think I'm going to keep this chair here. The Wi-Fi router is eventually going to go in the outlet back there. For whatever reason, that port isn't working, but this one is. So the Wi-Fi company is coming on Friday for that. Bathroom is pretty much the same as yesterday. And then coming out here, this is where it gets really chaotic and disheveled, I guess. I think the game plan for tonight will just be consolidating this a little bit more. I honestly might toss this. It really didn't travel well and has been kind of holding on a thread for a while now, so I might bring this out to the trash. I'm gonna move all of the frame prints and like shelves, artwork, stuff like that just in this corner for the time being. And then I think tonight I want to order a new storage cart that will fit by the HVAC in here. This one's just like 2 or 3 inches too wide, and I feel like that's the really only logical place because I just don't want to keep chemicals out. I feel like it just makes more sense to have them tucked away. So I'm gonna go through all that, and then I'll probably do one more round of like trash and stuff like that over here, try to get this cleaned up a little bit, and we'll go from there. So definitely making progress as far as unpacking and getting organized. I'm gonna take the next like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, to do a little bit more, and then hopefully grab a dinner, drinks, something like that with a friend or two. I feel like I need to get out of the apartment for a little bit just to get a fresh perspective. And then when I get home tonight, I wanna order, or at least look into, dressers for my bedroom, and then that storage cart, and then maybe rugs as well if I'm feeling up to it. So that is the update. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later.